The staggering cost of illegal immigration. It's January 14th, 2026, and these are your headlines. Texas hospitals incurred more than $1 billion in healthcare costs for patients who weren't lawfully present in the United States during fiscal year 2025. That's according to new data from the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. It was collected under an executive order issued by Greg Abbott in August of 2024 that requires hospitals to report the cost of inpatient and emergency care provided to illegal aliens. Hospitals must also inform patients that immigration status will not affect care as required by federal law. Statewide, hospitals reported more than 300,000 visits, costing over $1 billion. More than $565 million came from inpatient discharges for patients not covered by Medicaid or CHIP. Emergency room visits accounted for about $230 million, while total inpatient care exceeded $820 million. Although hospitals are required to provide care, unpaid costs are ultimately passed on to Texas taxpayers through higher insurance premiums, public hospital funding, and state health programs. And these figures, by the way, don't even reflect the full fiscal year. Reporting only began in November. The fiscal year starts in September. Even so, the costs already exceed earlier estimates that were given from the Attorney General's office. Celina ISD athletic director and head football coach Bill Elliott is now retiring amid the ongoing scandal involving his son's sexual misconduct with students and allegations of a district cover-up. The district announced Elliott's retirement today, just one day after trustees agreed to release a redacted investigative report examining whether administrators, including Elliott, ignored or concealed past misconduct by coach Caleb Elliott. Caleb Elliott is charged with secretly recording undressed boys in a middle school locker room and is awaiting trial on federal charges. Bill Elliott informed district officials of his retirement after 33 years with Celina ISD. The district praised his tenure, which has included multiple state championships, and said that Kyle Sheridan will continue as interim athletic director. Some parents believe the retirement allows Elliott to avoid accountability. State Representative Jeff Leach blasted the move, saying the board should have fired Elliott instead of allowing him to resign. Others in the community are defending Elliott, arguing he should not be blamed for his son's actions. Trustees reviewed the investigation privately and say it found no evidence that administrators knew of past misconduct. Attorneys for the victims, however, disputing that conclusion, have noted that investigators did not interview any students or their families. The district currently faces multiple civil lawsuits, while Caleb Elliott remains jailed awaiting trial.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Trustees at Cy-Fair ISD are considering changes to the district's instructional materials policy that could conflict with recently passed state law. Under Senate Bill 13, parents, districts, employees, or any person who lives in the district are explicitly allowed to challenge school library materials. And while the law focuses on library books, Cypress Fairbanks ISD's own policy defines instructional materials to include library books when they're used for classroom assignments. According to the agenda for the board's upcoming meeting, trustees are considering removing language that allows district residents and students who are 18 or older to file challenges. If approved, only district employees or parents or guardians of current students would be able to request a review of instructional materials. The proposal would also replace the term challenged material with reconsideration of instructional materials throughout the policy. Critics say the changes could restrict public oversight and place the district out of alignment with state law governing material challenges. Cy-Fair ISD board is scheduled to consider the revisions during its regular meeting tomorrow. For more of today's stories, go to texasscorecard.com.